Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the TruuuTalk podcast. This is episode 22. That's right, it's been 22 episodes so far. Can you believe it? Wow, wow, and wow. Now, this week, we will be talking about spousal support and what would you do if your partner's friend came on to you? Share. As always, we are joined by the First Lady, the TruuuTalk First Lady, Miss Chitty, Bang Bang.
Hello, good evening.
Chitty, what happened to the namaste? I was waiting for that.
Sorry.
That's more like it. A man who needs no introduction, Mr. TruuuTalk himself, Mr. Ashley.
Bow, 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 bow.
Our very own banter bringer, Miss Milan.
Hey.
And our favourite girl from the small islands, Miss Cher.
No.
No, we're waiting for her. There we go. And of course, myself, DJ Sticky Fingers.
The one and only.
The one and only. Now, as I said, the first topic we're going to talk about is spousal support, right? Now, to put this in a bit of context, this came about when we saw the incident or the article about Future and the mother of one of his children, who was claiming a ridiculous amount of money per month for spousal support. And they went to court. He tried to counter offer, and then it came out that, the judge said, well, we're going to grant this. And we thought, again, along with that and Dr. Dre's soon-to-be ex-wife asking for money for spousal support, we thought this would be a good topic to have. Now, it was supposed to be myself who was going to do the first topic, but I think it's only right we go with the TruuuTalk First Lady, Miss Chitty Bang Bang, on this one.
Yeah.
Chitty, over to you.
Why would you do that, Sticky? I was not ready. I wanted somebody else to go first. Can I nominate somebody else to go first? Are we allowed to do that?
No, your answer's been declined. No, it's been denied. Over to you, Chids. TruuuTalk First Lady.
Okay, I was not ready, but okay, spousal support. So,
Cool.
obviously, so we're talking about like wanting obscene amounts of money to raise your children and all those kind of things, yeah? I think in those situations, we have to be realistic. I mean, we're talking about celebrities here, so they've got the what you call it, the expenditure. They've got the money to do certain things, but it's just like, I think in the long run, it's not going to really benefit anyone if you're asking them to pay you obscene amounts of money. Like, the man's going to run out, innit? Like, obviously, certain things keep going, but nothing lasts forever. So I think if you can sit down and just come to an agreement between the two of you, it's just be amicable and just be reasonable as well at the same time, then I think it will benefit everybody. Because it's not for me, like, I just think personally, it's not really always about money. Obviously, you need money, you need the financial support to raise your children. And you need, when you're together, obviously there's certain things that you do. And I know a lot of couples have agreements in place or whatever, even when they're together. So why not just carry on that agreement, but separately? Because it's got to be in the best interest of the children, innit? I personally don't know why what the reasons are behind as to why these women are requesting obscene amounts of money. That's only they know, innit? But I just think you have to be realistic in these situations. It's just, it's a madness for me. I don't know. What do you think, Ash? Over to you, Ash.
Great bridge there, Chits. But yeah, I'm ready anyway. Obviously, I guess there's two ways I could look at it, yeah? Like, there's, if a woman gets with a man with money, and the man tells her, right, you don't have to work, or you don't have to do that, I earn all the money and I'm rich, and then they break up, you can't expect her to not ask you for spousal support or not ask you for certain things. So I think it's more about what the terms were when you entered the relationship. Because if you're with a baller, you're not going to expect to break up with him and be left with nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? And obviously, if you're rich and he's rich, and then you get into a marriage, then obviously the situation's a bit different. But if she's been relying on you for the last 30 years, it's a little bit mad to now leave her with nothing, isn't it? You know what I mean? So I understand why, but at the same time, like the famous line, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. So I get both sides of it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Definitely. I'm going to go to one of the ladies, but before I do, I'm going to again, put some more context on this, right? So I've literally just found the post that was floating around from TMZ about Dr. Dre and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Nicole Young. Now, on the report, it said that she was asking for $1.9 million per month, right? Per month. And the breakdown was this. $10,000 a month for laundry and cleaning. $135,000 a month on clothes, $60,000 a month for education, so tuition and living expenses, $900,000 a month on entertainment, $125,000 a month on charitable contributions, $100,000 a month for the mortgage, and
$20,000. He's meant to pay for her charity. He's meant to pay charity on her behalf.
$125,000 worth of it as well. $100,000 a month for the mortgage, and $20,000 a month for telephone, mobile phone, and emails. Share. What are you saying?
Yeah, that's just ridiculous. I just think a lot of people get into relationships for the wrong reasons, and I do think a lot of people know that they're gonna like finesse basically the other person. So yeah, I don't know, I just think that whole thing's ridiculous. But then to some other people who are celebrities, that money might not be anything to them, do you know what I mean? So they won't really care. But I think it's all about the principle of it, do you know what I mean? Like just not taking the mick basically.
So with that being said, again, more specifically about spousal support, if we're looking at a celebrity, say a celebrity, it doesn't have to be celebrities, and again, most of the time, we tend to find that it's men who are the ones that are paying spousal support and not the women. And we'll use that, for our debate, I suppose. How much money should a man contribute to spousal support? I'm going to go over to you, Milan, next. What do you reckon? And what's the right amount? Is it a percentage? Does it depend on how much you earn? If you are in, say, the rapper Future's situation, is it fair that the mother of one of his children is asking for X sum of money, which I'm going to try and find in a second? But what's your thoughts on that?
So, I Googled spousal support because obviously everyone thinks they know what it means, but do you know what it means? So I Googled it, and it said that it's not the same as child-like maintenance. That's something separate. Spousal support is for the support of you. So say if you divorce, the husband's paying the wife or the wife is paying the husband. But as we said, in this instance, it's the husband paying the ex-wife. So the money is literally all for her. Unless she states otherwise, the money is all for her. So one thing I don't understand in the Dr. Dre, like a Nicole one, you want £20,000 for emails. An email's not free because my email address is free and I can have as many accounts as I want and I don't pay for my emails. Well, is she paying someone to then read her emails to her? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Your phone bill. Your phone bill plus your insurance, unless because she's a celebrity, her insurance costs more, it's not totaling to £20,000 a month. It doesn't make sense to me. So I just think, oh, and also when I Googled it, the support stops when the person remarries or they die. So, hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Keep it going for a couple of months and then, oopsie daisy, I'm just saying. So I think when we're going back to how much should a person get, see, we can all say it needs to be a realistic amount, but a realistic amount to me for what I need is not going to be the same realistic amount to her, because she's lived that life. Do you know what I mean? She's not going to be going on the high street to buy her clothes. But then it's like, well, you're not in that relationship now, so why do you still think you can live this high life being paid for by someone else, and you're going to be happy for that to happen? Because I'm also hearing how she wants like ownership of some of his music or something, or an album that he done. And I'm like, where did you get that from? Like, literally, did her and her lawyer or whatever sit there and just pick things like, well, he made a beat on this, yeah, I'll have that too. And yeah, and I'll have that, because it just doesn't make any sense. Like, literally, for her to live, I don't know if she owns her own house or has her own house, but surely, like, 15 grand a month should cover her lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? Like, why does she need millions and millions and millions? Because you don't. You're just doing that because, like, you know he has all this money. Because if he didn't, she or like, obviously like, wouldn't be able to ask him for all of his money. Do you know what I mean? And I definitely think as well, like what like Cher said, it goes back to the reason why you went into that relationship, because, you know, I know people who are not rich, nowhere near, just literally every day like run-of-the-mill people, and they don't ask their baby father or their baby mum for any support at all. They just get up and go, because that is life, and you have to, like, you just have to get on. But, you know, these people feel like their way is paved out like for them, and it needs to be paid, which I think is disgusting, to be honest.
No, I definitely hear you on that. Now, before I go any further, and just read some messages, Kaiser Soldier says, Salam alaikum, my brothers and sisters. Who says, I believe a man should take care of the house, as in bills, food, etc. But if the woman can help with them, that's her choice. DJ Empress says, evening, good evening to you as well. Becky Louise Thompson says, depends on so many things, like how long you've been together, how much you've given up for the other person, etc. And that goes both ways for men and women. Literally, nobody needs millions, going back to what Milan was saying. So my question is, I'm going to go back to Chidi. I'm not picking this time, Chidi. I'm just giving you a warning this time. Does anyone actually need spousal support? When should it be given? Does anyone need spousal support? Should it even be a thing?
No, let me tell you. No. Me personally, no. I'm one of those people. If I want anything for myself, I'll get it for myself. But I think sometimes it depends on the reasoning behind these demands and requests, innit? It's like, obviously, if those people are and we'll try and generalize it rather than talking about like celebrities all the time. If you enter a relationship or a marriage or whatever, and you're used to your partner taking care of you and funding your lifestyle, obviously coming away from that, your lifestyle is going to change. Everything's going to change because you haven't got that extra financial support to support it. But I just don't personally think that you should ever really rely on anybody to fund your lifestyle. The choices that you make in life, things that you want to do, where you want to go and buy a certain set of clothes, where you want to go and treat yourself or do certain things, that's on you, innit? They're not really a necessity. They're just extras and bonuses in life. Like, if it's a thing where you've been in a relationship with somebody, in a partnership with somebody, and you've had an agreement, like, I'll do this for you, I'll pay for this, like a gym membership, or I'll do this, whatever. Maybe you might find yourself, when you're out of that relationship, you can't afford a gym membership, do you get me? And you're used to that other person paying for it. If you can come to some kind of agreement where they continue to pay for it, or they're going to want to, because depending on the circumstances of how the relationship ended or whatever, they're not really going to want to continue supporting you, are they? Really, financially. So that I just personally don't think that you should really rely on anybody to pay anything for you. Just go do yourself, innit? Like, I don't get that mentality. I don't understand it, so I can't really speak on it too much. But yeah, I don't think anyone's got you're not obligated to pay for anything for anyone. It's a choice. So, yeah.
I definitely hear that. DJ Empress says 1 minute after baby born, child support starts. Now, as Milan said, there's a slight difference between child support and spousal support. So I don't think anyone on here would disagree that child support is, goes without saying, right? We've got, irrespective of the situation, if you're together or not together, child support or supporting your child, more specifically your child or children, is a must, right? I don't think anyone can ever disagree with that. But spousal support, slightly different. If you guys break up, with the children aside, should you still be paying for your spouse? So, Shem, if you're, in Dr. Dre's situation, you're worth close to $1 billion. You and your husband of 19 years, I think they were together for 24 years, forgive me, break up, and he says, well, I want spousal support. Would you be willing to support his lifestyle?
He wants spousal support?
Yes. $20,000 for mobile phone, telephone, and emails.
No.
$125,000 a month for charitable contributions.
No. No. And the reason I'm saying no is because I wouldn't expect it from him. So why am I going to be giving spousal support when I'm not even expecting anything from you? Do you know what I mean? Money-wise. So, nah. I just think it's a bit stupid.
That was quite simple. DJ Empress says, hell no. Ash, so let's change it slightly, Ash. So what if, would you not say it's maybe fair then if they built the money together? So, for example, in Dr. Dre and I forgot her name is now, Dr. Dre's ex-wife, or soon-to-be ex-wife, Nicole Young, where they've been together for 20 plus years, a lot of that wealth and income would have been built during that time of that marriage and relationship. Do you then think she's entitled to some of the money that they built together?
This is what I think. Yeah, I think whether if we're talking about like a divorce settlement, man, I would understand. You get what I mean? Because all right, we made a lot of money together. Cool. You take this amount of money in terms of like man's net worth. You take a percentage of man's net worth. Cool. Yeah, that's all right. I get that. Yeah, 20-something years, whatever. I understand that. But then you're talking about man paying you $1 million a month, bro. Like, that's a big difference between like a marriage settlement and me paying you spousal support until you're dead or until you remarry. Why the hell would she remarry if I'm paying her £1 million a month, bro? She's never gonna remarry. She's gonna have 7 men a year, but never get married again. Do you get what I'm saying? Like she's a mil up a month. Like, so I just think it's obsessive. What's the word? Not obsessive. What's the word? Excessive. Yeah, I think it's excessive. I think she's doing the most because obviously the higher she, like when you, like they say, shoot for the stars and land on the moon. So that's what she's on, innit? She's like, well, I'm going to ask for the most I can ask for. I'm going to be as outrageous as I can. And then obviously I will hopefully get something bigger than I expected, but smaller than what I aim for. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if you're aiming for £1 million a month, bruv, like anything you get that's close to that, you're going to be happy with. Do you get what I'm saying? So I think there's a big difference, man. I think if he was just paying her to leave her, like to leave him, like, right, cool, I'll give you this money now. We're divorced. Don't contact me again. Leave me alone. There's your money. It would be fair, wouldn't it? But if she wants to come back every month on some, bro, where's my? You get me? You're £10 short. You get what I'm saying? It's long. It's long. It's long.
Milan,
wouldn't do it.
Milan, do you agree with what Ash is saying there? You think if it was a cash settlement, it'd be fine?
10%. Like you said, a divorce settlement, that's a one-off payment of money that either I've earned, you've earned, we've earned, the time we've been together. So it would only be fair for you to take some with you because, you've been there. You want me to pay you monthly, and I don't know how old she is, but she's gonna live for a couple years. You catch my drift. You want me to pay you £1 million a month for you to survive? For you to does she not have no drive? Does she not have no get up and go? You see, if I was if that was me and I was the breadwinner and I had to pay spousal support, I wouldn't mind if you come to me and you didn't have no job, I took you on, that sounds so bad, we fell in love, and I was like, you know what, babe, you don't need to work, you don't need to do nothing, I'm going to support like you. I would be happy to pay spousal support on education, so that, you know, if there's something that you want to do to build up like your career, and then, you know, eventually stop having my money because you're going to have your own, cool, I don't mind doing that. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a cold-hearted person. Cool. For me to pay for your laundry to get done, bitch, you've got 2 fucking hands. Why can't you do the laundry yourself? How much clothes are you wearing a week to need? What was the amount for her laundry? Have you got it there still?
Sorry, the amount for the laundry was... So it was $10,000 a month for laundry, but $135 a month on clothes.
Now, I'm not sure how big her house is. I'm guessing it's really, really, really big. But, you know, I'm not good at maths either. But my 2-bed flat, and it's really spacious, and it's quite big. Trust me, people come to my house and like, oh my God, your house is really big. I top of my gas and electric, £25 on each. So £50 a month on gas and electric. My lights are always on. And my washing machine is always going, and I never have to then re-top it up in the month. What the hell do you need £10,000? Like, it really baffles me. Why can't you do your washing yourself? Like, and I don't know much about her, so I don't know what her background is. I don't know where she's come from. But if you've come from humble beginnings and this is how you're acting now, you know, like if I was her mum, I'd be so ashamed. Like, what do you mean you need all, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it baffles me. It really...
Obviously, she's Dr. Dre's wife, innit? So they've probably been rich for a long time now. Yeah,
but this is the thing. Surely they've been together that long. So she would have made, like, friends. They would have had, like, mutual friends. She's got her own, like, friends. What? None of them can give you a job? I don't know if she has a job. I don't know who she is. But none of your friends can give you a job, seeing that you're in this like situation, or they're all just sitting back going, no, it's all right, yeah, keep asking him for the $1 billion, yeah, it's okay, we're gonna get it, and then we're gonna go like Beverly Hills and we're gonna go spend it all up. Like, it honestly, it baffles me. It really does.
Well, as I said though, right, when you become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, isn't it? So as you said, they've been together for 20+ years. Whatever she would have done before then is gone out the window, and she's become accustomed to a certain lifestyle.
That's not your life. Your life is now not that. You are now not Dr. Dre's wife. You are his ex-wife. Move on.
Like, saying that,
sit there with your new man, sitting on a couch that Dr. Dre bought, watching the TV that Dr. Dre bought, sitting in clothes, wearing lingerie for your new man that Dr. Dre bought. Like, I couldn't. But like, my mentality is different. So do you know what I mean? It baffles me. It does.
Saying that, Becky Louise Thompson says, why would anyone want to spend the rest of their life still living off their ex anyway? Rosie Pose says, chess play is high. Do you know, I did a quick calculation, right? So $1,000 a month, if you did it for over 18 years or 15 years, that's 180 million over 15 years. But then, as you said, is it any different to if they had a cash settlement of 180 million? What I mean, is just spreading the cost out. It might be work better for him. So instead of giving up 180 million in one go, I'll pay it over the next 15 years.
It's 2 different things, isn't it? Because there's a settlement, but spousal support goes on forever until she's either married or dead. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's different. That could go on forever. Like, do you get what I'm saying? You could owe her that for so long. When you die, everything that you own has to go to her, because you get what I'm saying. Like, that's the only way she's gonna recoup that money that you owe. That it just leaves too much. It just leaves you. For me, it's a mad thing, man. Like, it's scary to have someone that you have to like support for the rest of your life. Like, and they're not even when I'm saying like have to. No matter what times he stumbles across, you might not even be rich in 10 years. Man's already made that, like, right, I'm going to pay her this for the rest of her life. That's long. So I feel like the settlement thing would be easier because you know that I can afford this right now. Do you get what I'm saying? In 10 years, 20 years, bro, she might be taking his yard, taking his car that he's driving, taking his shoes off his feet like, you never know what position you're going to be in over time. So I think it's kind of mad.
Well, it's funny you should say that because you mentioned about whether she remarries or dies. Now, bearing in mind, let's not forget, Dr. Dre used to be in a group called NWA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? He used to be in a group called Death Row.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be taking those chances?
Me?
Anyone? Would anyone take those chances?
Should
You taking those chances with a man who's in a group called Death Row?
Fuck the police now, you're mad. I take this in a couple of hundred, I'll go away.
Yeah, you better take the $100 grand. Shit.
It's just absolutely insane, isn't it? Really, though. Like, how can you demand those and to put that? It's just a pressure, isn't it? It's that lifelong pressure. Until she's dead, he's gonna have to pay this ridiculous amount of money per month. Ain't no one agreeing to that. That's crazy.
So we also forgetting, wasn't there like 20,000 on entertainment? But she hasn't specified what the entertainment is. That could be a whole strippergram come in and he's paying for that because she hasn't specified what entertainment is. She just said entertainment. You got the whole chocolate boys up in her house, and Dr. Dre's paying for them. He didn't even know about it.
I'd say, give me a pair of headphones. Call it a day, innit?
You know what? Saying that, right? So we were talking about Dr. Dre. Speaking when we spoke about Future at the beginning as well. So I think I found a story. So one of the mother of Future's children, she reportedly, and I must say again, reportedly asked for $53,000 a month in child support. And he, I think, counter-offered at $1,000 a month, and the judge said he has to pay $3,200 a month. I mean, as we're talking about spousal support, I might as well touch on that quickly. What's your views on that? $53,000 a month in child support.
That ain't going on your kids. It ain't going on your kids. This is the one thing, yeah. This shit pisses me off because, like, do you know when if you're being like, I'm a single mum, separated from my daughter's dad, thank the universe, and he never paid anything whilst he was president, but he certainly doesn't pay anything now, yeah. And it's like, realistically, if you're going to sit down and realistically work out how much the amount of money that you spend on your kids, well, for me personally, is never ending, isn't it? Like, I look at my child and I actually see like the cash sign, and it's mad because it's ongoing, but that's just the way it is. If you need to sit down and realistically think about how much you are going to spend on your child or what you buy, how you do it and stuff. When a woman is demanding like or asking for ridiculous amounts of money per month for the child, please know that money is not going on the child 9 times out of 10. If it's a thing where the child needs something and you say, do me a favor, go half with me on it, or buy this and you know what it's for, then cool, innit? But when they're saying, no, you give me a set amount of money per month, whatever, you know for a fact, yeah, the kids are getting shipped off to either the dad on the weekend, going to your brother, your mum, your whoever, and you're all going out, shaking your panty all over the fucking place and doing whatever. It's the truth. Like, I'm not even going to dress it up. Let's be realistic. Those mothers, yeah, who demand ridiculous amounts of money, you ain't spending it on the kids. You ain't doing it. So don't lie, innit? Like, it's just dumb. It just pisses me off. Can we not talk about this topic? It pisses me off.
I was just about to go to your real life cousin as well. You know your cousin in real life. I'm actually going to go to real life because I'm not sure if everyone knows that's your cousin in real life.
My cousin in real life. My mum and her mum are what? Sisters.
We thought say real life sisters.
Real life.
But just a bit of context on this Future one before we go to your real life cousin in real life. So what I understand, from my understanding, it came out that the mother of his child didn't necessarily ask for $53,000. Apparently, in the US, if you don't file your taxes, then they go by what Forbes say you're worth. Right? So Forbes said he's worth X figure. I forgot the figure is. I want to say 20 million, but I could be slightly wrong. And then that's when they get the figure of $53,000 based on his net worth. But the argument someone gave to me the other day was, if that's your child, wouldn't you want your child to have as much as they need, as much as they want?
Yeah,
Especially if you can afford to.
Yeah, I would give
You
my
asking
child
that?
something they need. I would do it. You get me? Because like in my personal situation, I've been doing it.
Yeah, but
Because even if the dad is required, or even if a judge says you pay this amount, that you're not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed always. You might not always get that amount. Like there's dads out there who will do the most. They will lie. They will cheat. They will do all sorts. Yeah, to cover up their income. Yeah, so it looks like they're getting a dead income. And like all of a sudden, you've had loads of money 1 minute, and then the next minute, all your money's gone because they've gone and they're doing a thing and hiding their income or whatever. So you're never guaranteed that. If at the end of the day, when you're a parent, from the time you bring a child into the world, that child becomes your responsibility, whether the other parent is involved or not. So you would have to look after your child regardless. So why depend on somebody else? Yes, the other parent should provide. I say provide for the child, but that's not always guaranteed. So just take care of your kids yourself, innit? If you get any help, then it's a bonus, and you're blessed, and your child's extra blessed. But for me personally, my child will always be blessed in our department anyway, because I'll always take care. If you're any parent, if you're a good parent, and it's not even about being a good parent, that's your role, innit? It's something that you have to do. So you know, all these mothers or dads or whatever demanding certain amounts and all that's all mad. That's not for the child. It's for you to just have one up, isn't it? So yeah, that's my views on it.
Very, very feel the passion in that one. So head over to your real life cousin in a real life. Miss Cher, our favourite girl from the small islands. What's your views on this? So, 53 reportedly, and I'm going to say again, reportedly, $53,000 per month on child support.
Boy, I feel like, if the money is going towards the child, then maybe it should be monitored or something, like a bank account or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Because that's a lot of money. Like, it might not even be a lot of money to... Was it Future?
Yeah, it was Future. And I think they said he's reportedly worth, I want to say $20 million.
Future?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it might not be a lot of money to him. Because then again, there's some people, like some parents who will pay for their child but won't see their child. So it's like, some people don't even care about the money, But yeah, that's a lot of money still.
And that is a good point. Some people don't even care. And again, I think it's more than money. I personally think it's about time. That's my personal opinion. But looking at the time, and speaking of time, we've got to head on to our second topic before we run out of time. And the second topic is, what would you do if your partner's friend came on to you? I like this one. I think this one was chosen by Miss Chili Bang Bang. Milan, we start off with you. What would you do if your partner's friend came on to you?
Mate, I don't even have time to think. I don't know. Tell my man. Come on to me. How I don't understand. Like, or is it a test? Is my man trying to test me? Like, I don't get it.
No. Oh, let's set the scene, right? Let's say it's I don't know, Christmas party, right? And your partner's friend works in your workplace as well. I know it comes to Christmas party, people start to get a little bit, they have a little drink, they have a little, I don't know what people drink at Christmas time, but they have a little drink, everyone's merry, everyone's in the Christmas spirit, and then he tries to come over to you, so, babe, I know you're with such and such person, but I've liked you for a long time, blah, 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 trying to, slide into your DMs, but in your face. I mean, what would you do?
Tell him to fuck off. I think I'm missing the point. I don't know. This is why someone else had to go first. I just tell him to fuck off. Like, I don't understand. Me and my man is happy. You're his friend. So there's either 2, 3 reasons why you're coming up to me. Maybe 4. 1, you genuinely like me and you've now got the Dutch courage to tell me that you do, and you just don't give a shit about your friendship with my man. Number 2, you know that my man is doing whatever he's doing outside of our relationship. I obviously haven't clocked on or no. So you're thinking, right, you're not, I mean, he's not worth it. Do you know what I mean? So you should be with me. hold on, that's even what I said. There were 2 other reasons, but I can't remember. Anyway, so do you know what I mean? Oh, okay, 3, it's a test. My man is either suspected I'm doing something, so he's come to you and he's like, oh, right, see what happens, let me know in the morning. Rare. So it's just like, yeah, just tell him to fuck off. But then I'd go back and tell my man and then see what happens then. Because if their friendship stays exactly the same and the next day you're by my house having dinner and we all know what's going on, there's something that I'm missing. Do you know what I mean? And it's gonna kind of open my eyes to think, okay, cool. I now have to be looking out for things. But yeah, apart from that, just tell him to fuck off. I ain't got time for it. I'm not into mix up. Do you know like that?
Fair enough. Charlotte 1991 says she would come on to me back. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Chids, our first lady. What are you saying? If your, I forgot what the topic is now. If your partner's friend came on to you, what would you do?
He couldn't come on to me because I would put that energy out there, and like innit? You just know if it's a situation where people are drunk and whatever and all that, like all that don't fly with me, innit? It don't wash with me. It just couldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. I would put that energy out there. I think if you're committed to your partner, yeah, like first of all, that friend is not really a friend. They say we can't help who we're attracted to, and people might find other people attractive and whatever, but there has to be a level of respect, a level of loyalty, and it's just some things you really don't do, innit? And yeah, that shit could never happen to me. Couldn't. And if it did, then it would be a madness, isn't it, really?
Well, I know you said it couldn't, but let's go with a scenario, as I said, I gave to Milan, that it's Christmas party and your partner's friend happens to work with you as well. Different departments, say, but and everyone's all together. All the departments come together. The drinks are flowing. The mistletoe. I don't know what people drink. The Guinness punch, whatever it is, right? Everything's flowing. But he comes up to you, Chids. I've liked you a long time. Blah blah. All of that stuff. I mean, what happens then? Because at that point, he's now done so, isn't it? Or he or she's done so. It could be a she. He or she's done so at this point now. What do you do then?
Just say that's all lovely, that is, but what we'll do, that's all so beautiful, isn't it? But what we'll do is we'll have this conversation with my partner present and see what happens then, innit? Because it's just mad, isn't it? I just don't understand that. It's like you could find your friend's partner, you might think they're attractive or whatever in that, but you just don't, there's levels to it, innit? You just don't do it. It's there's boundaries that you don't cross, and if you're a decent person, I don't care about that, all that. I can't help the way I feel. Now help it. Go and help it. Go and deal with that by yourself on your own in a corner somewhere, innit? Think of me when you're doing certain things. Keep that to yourself, but don't bring that energy to me because it's going to make shit awkward. I'm going to run you. Then I'm going to go and tell my partner. Then it's going to be all mad. Then it's going to be awkward. And I'm never going to speak to you again. So there's no point. It's just, it's dead.
Yeah, I love that. Big Risk is doing the fist salute. Ash, so let's assume, again, Big Batty Roxanne is working with you and she comes on to your Christmas party. What do you do? What would you do?
Go on Snap.
Well, this expose her, yeah?
I'll get her on Snap. I'll do this. See if she's still acting the same on Snap. Your brethren, let's see if you've got the same energy publicly. Yeah, you want to try to do it. That's how I do, fam. I'll just bang it on Snap, boy. Yeah? Because you're going to relive this moment tomorrow. Blood clot. You get it? Mm-hmm. I'm not into the. I don't like to cause mix up and argument and shit. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna do this. You get me? The Snap's gonna see how you was moving. I'm gonna post it. People gonna be like, you get me? And your brethren's gonna see it, and then you lot can talk about it, discuss it without me present. You get me? Don't bring up my name. I didn't say nothing. I didn't do nothing. I simply just put my phone up and walked around Yeah, leave me out of it. That's all I'm on. Yeah, if our girls are girls are girls, you lot might be best friends next week. Don't mention my name. It was nothing to do with me. She did it. That's it. You get me? I know that I'm not in a no gal argument. Never, 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 never. Never, dad. Me not in a no girl argument, dad. So that's it. I would just snap it.
So on that, right? So say again, you're snapping it, but Big Batty Roxanne is still on your case. She's still like not really bothered that you're snapping her. She's like, "Oh, put the phone away," blah blah blah. Oh,
You
no,
say
no.
Big Batty Roxanne's moving mad. Can you not see it? I'll just bait it out. I'll bait it out so much that I don't even care what she's doing at this point. It's nothing to do with me. You get it? I'm being so clear that look, fam, Big Batty Roxanne is moving crazy. You know, I'm trying to go over here. Look, she's still following me. Look, like that's me. You get me? You might even have seen a couple of my snaps. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Before I go over to Miss Share, K Face says, "Yeah, you wouldn't want everyone to know you're being shady as fuck." Okay, but that's to you, Miss Ash. She says, "Yeah." She says, "Yeah, if you wouldn't want everyone to know you're being shady as fuck."
She means in regards to the woman. She's saying that if he put the woman on Snap, yeah, most people would be like, "Oh, whoa, okay, you sober up quick time." Do you get me? And you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not trying to do that."
But that's what I would expect. That's what I would expect, isn't it?
Mm.
But if you're willing to do it for the snap, you're willing to relive it tomorrow when you're not drunk. You get it?
Mm.
But
And
it's
you're
gonna be
willing to
with me. It's gonna be whoever.
friendship.
Huh?
You're willing to fuck up a whole friendship because you want your friend's partner inside your vagina, or you know.
I would embarrass her still, but I wouldn't do it in a way where, like, we're gonna end up fighting, and I'm not really into that. You know like that?
It's already embarrassing itself, moving like that.
K Face says, "But if you're going to act like that, anyway, you have no shame." Actually, I'm going to play devil's advocate with you, Stanley, because you made a good point in terms of. Okay, Face also says that isn't friendship. So imagine that Big Batty Roxanne and your partner are really good friends. So they've known each other since school, since year 9, for example, year 9, best friends, and you know, every time you see it, it's always good love and all that. Would you still put her on Snap as well?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. That was simple enough.
Yeah, the camera never lies, bro. The camera, bro. Listen, you could try to say I grabbed your titties or grabbed your bum. I tried to mute you, or I was flirting with you. You get what I'm saying? Me, sometimes I can say hello and it sounds like I'm flirting. Do you know what I mean? So I'm getting it on Snap. We gonna find out. You get me? We gonna watch it back. You get me? And we gonna see where I'm going. Do you get what I'm saying? But obviously, I'm not even really on it. Like, I would just say allow it, innit? But if you're persistent and you're putting me in a position where man gotta have some type of evidence or proof that you're moving mad, I'm snapping you, man. Straight. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I might
fair
not
enough.
Snap you, but I'm definitely gonna get some recorded evidence of your behaviour.
Fair enough. No case, no face. Share. What would you be doing if your partner's friend came on to you? Imagine it's the I don't know, tall, dark, and handsome Darnell. Oh, Denzel, actually. Tall, dark, and handsome Denzel. The one that's 6'5", muscular. Looks a bit like Sticky Fingers. I mean, what are you doing?
Well, nothing. I've been in that situation before, isn't it? I've been in that situation before, and obviously I told my partner at the time what happened, and yeah, it was kind of mad still. Because I told him, and this was like his really close friend, they're like best friends. So he was like, well, I know you wouldn't lie to me, but I know he wouldn't do that either. Like, how does that even make sense? But yeah, and then afterwards, his friend must have said to me, why did you tell him that I tried to move to you? Yeah.
Was his friend drunk?
So then obviously
like,
after that. No, he wasn't drunk. He wasn't drunk.
So I mean, my man knew what he was doing.
You know what it is, yeah? Man think that they're so special. Every man thinks that they're so special, you know? Like, yeah, my game is different. Like, are you all right, bro? Like, I know couple man, yeah? I had an ex thing, yeah? And when I didn't speak to her for years. Yeah, when I started speaking back to her, she was like to me, you know your brethren trying to move to you. You get me? And I'm like, raw. I'm not even gonna. I don't even care because I know that man will do that, bro. Like, don't ever think that man are loyal. When it comes to gal, man are not loyal, fam. Man will move to your sister behind your back, bro. Man will move to your babe. Man will move to your gal. Man will move to your ex. Man will move to your wife. You get what I'm saying? Man are big ops when it comes to gal. You get me? Gal clown, man.
Especially when they think things are not good between you and your partner. They're like, yeah. About that, that's happened.
Yeah, because obviously they know inside info then, isn't it? So
yeah, I think it's not working out. Yeah, you want me to cut an edit and I'll try to comfort you, innit? And I'm like, what are you doing? Don't be stupid. Don't be silly.
Yeah.
We say this, right? And we're talking about only men do this, but don't women do this as well?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, do what?
The same scenario that was saying.
Women do it like this. This is why women are mad, yeah, because they will tell their brethren everything bad about their man. Every single bad thing about their man, they're telling their brethren. I'm not saying you lot, though. I'm just saying, like, girls in general, innit? Like, they tell their brethren every single bad thing about their man, yeah? You think your brethren believes you. You think your brethren is judging your man based on your words, not understanding that your man is somebody else when he's not with you. He's somebody else outside of your relationship. He's a person, yeah? And people base their opinions on people based on whatever they want to see and based on how they look at someone and shit. So you're there cussing your man and she's there looking at you like, you're an idiot, man. You know how much gal want your man? In fact, I'm one of them gal. I'll pattern up your man if I get the chance.
She's looking at your man when he's wearing his grey tracksuit.
You understand? All day long. You get me? You're there trying to tell your brethren, oh yeah, me and my mate, you get me done this time last night. Yeah, but stop doing that, bro, because she's thinking, raw, like, watching you start talking shit, I'm going to go to him and say, you know your girl talks shit about you all the time. Are you all right? You know how many... Listen, gotta do that. Yeah, they'll come and tell you, she said this, she said this, she said you're a wasteland, she said you're a bum, she said... Girls do that more than man, man.
They do, and it's because they secretly want to be themselves. Do you get me? So they will come to you.
Not even secretly, you get me? If they could do it boldly, a man would rock with it, they would rock with it. But
yeah.
Because they know, you get me? You'll get thrown to in the lions then, you know what I mean? So they try to do it like, well, you think that she's got your back? You think that she rates you? You get it? Gal are wicked with it. Gal are wicked.
I think it's more in a sly, subtle way. Do you know what I mean? Whereas men are just more like blatant about it.
Yeah, guys are blatant about it. Guys be like, fuck him, fam. Come, fam. Don't give a fuck, your man. Gal are smart with it. Cause gal are actually trying to execute something. Gal are like, I'm building. You get me? I'm gonna lay my bricks. Okay, I planted the seed. Now you know she don't rate you. Boom, I planted the seed. Now you know she talks to other man. Now I planted the seed. Now you know she moves mad when she's out. I planted the seed. Now you know she gets hella drunk. I planted the seed. Listen, gal will tell you and expose your gal. Oh, you think that she? Oh, you thought that she was a good girl? Now she used to chat to my man, and she used to, like, bruv, you will learn so much information from your girl's brethren.
I think especially when
it doesn't even have to be brethren. It has to be a close female acquaintance. It could be family. It could be brethren. It could be anyone. Do you get what I'm saying? It's different.
Especially when you're younger as well, because your circle tends to be wider when you're younger, and I think that there's a lot of, that there's a lot of people, if you've got like a big circle and say you've linked this one and then this one's friends with this one and whatever, guaranteed someone along the line is going to want to smash your girlfriend or smash your man. Do you get me? Guaranteed. So any opportunity that they get, they will jump at it. That shit used to happen when I was younger all the time. That shit don't happen now because I don't keep no friends.
That's a good point. Big Risk says true, and this is 100. Sexy Mama Chanel P says true. Dom Dosh says hi. Now we've got about 10 minutes left, and I'll quickly go to Miss Cher and Miss Milan. But Cher, if you don't mind me asking, you actually gave a real life example of what happened in this situation, and you said that your ex-partner's friends tried it. You told your partner. What happened with their relationship? If you don't mind me asking, did it continue the same?
They're still friends. They're still friends till this day. Yeah.
Wow.
They're still friends. This was time ago. Yeah, they stayed friends. Even, what was weird? The time after it happened, I must have gone to meet my ex-partner, and he was there as well. his friend. I was just like, this is a bit weird.
The man was trying to look up a freeway, but he's like, yeah, we can make this to work.
I'm not gonna lie though, I get it.
Nah.
I get it. You know why? It's fucked, yeah. Not the freeway thing. I wasn't talking about that, but I get why they still brethren, because it's like, bruv, the brethren that moved to my ex thing or tried to move to her, yeah, it's not my. I still chat to man now, isn't it? Like, it's still man's brethren. You know what I mean? Like, it's even been worse. I've had cousins try to move to man's things and that. But my thing is not that you're up for trying to move to the thing. I don't care. Man can move to anything you want. You can't get a girl, you can't get her number, you can't kiss her, you can't touch her, you can't fuck her unless she wants to fuck you. Do you get me?
Exactly.
If you move to her and you're successful, bro, why the fuck should I be upset? She obviously wanted to fuck you, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not in it, fam. My thing, I don't care if man want to try and move to her. Yeah, I just know you're up. I just look at you through certain eyes now. That's fine. But my thing is, it don't even matter, bro. As the girl who's getting moved to, make sure you make my man know that you don't rate him for that. You're a scumbag for that. You're a dickhead for that. You think you can come? That's why certain guy gets respect, because they wouldn't even let certain man talk to them. Oh, you know my man. Why are you even looking at me like that? Are you dumb? Look at me. If you slapped it on him like that, fam, I'll still chat to man. I said, you must feel mad, cuz. You get me? This will happen. Like, there was a next thing that, I ain't gonna lie. There's been lots of things that man's had, and man them have tried to move to it after, man. I don't mind, cuz. I don't feel no way. But I'm looking at you like, you're a little bit wet, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You get me? I've never tried to move to a thing that anyone I know has ever moved to, bro. I'm not gonna even try to talk to her after you, bro. I wanna see her and say, well done, sis. You feel me? But man don't wanna always try to, like, wanna sniff around things that man's already, like, it's loose, bro. But one thing she showed, man, like, boy, your brethren, this is the next one. Your brethren tried to move to me. You get me? And I told him, bro, you're disgusting, bro. Why do you want to try to move to someone that your brethren's already been with? Like, do you get what I'm saying? And that's how a girl should move, innit? But if she wants to do it, fam, sure life. I don't feel no way. You get what I'm saying? But I would still chat to man, because man can move to anything. It's up to the girl if she allows it or if she wants it. You get me?
Damn right. Dom Doss says, bro code. I don't understand it. K Face says, does it bother men as much though? Like, if you're a guy and your mate got with your ex, as females, I think it's something that is more frowned upon. I think it's going back to what Ash was saying as well. And Big Risk is just laughing at what Ashley was just saying. Miss Milan, Miss Millie Rock, talk to us.
What do you want to know? I said my piece. I told him to fuck up.
Okay. That's a good point. Yeah, you made it very clear. Domdos says, why is it different? Why is it different if a girl does it? I think referring back to K Face. Is it different though, guys? Would you say it's different?
I don't think it's different. I just think man feel. I'm not saying I don't speak for men. Let's just make this clear. I don't speak for men. I know bare man that will try to chef you if you move to their ex, bro. Don't get it twisted, man. Like, it's not men across the board are okay with that. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck, because I can't be bothered to care about what someone else is doing with their crutches, fam. It's long. I know that any guy that lets you hit wants to fuck you. And how can I go and now try to fight a next man or argue with the next man because she wanted you? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, that's just my point of view, not like a man point of view.
Yeah, definitely. I personally would not fight over any man. If you move to him and he sleeps with you, then that's what you don't want it. So carry on.
Yeah,
I think Dominique wanted to join, but because it's an hour, it's not really time, is it?
Yeah, in fact, I think we've got about 4 minutes left. We'll quickly read some of his messages. K-Face says, like, it's disrespectful to do that to a friend. I wouldn't even do that to an acquaintance. She says, I just wouldn't keep people who act that way around me. And Domdos says, if any woman did that to another woman, the women would never talk again. It's war after that. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, we've almost hit an hour. Almost. It's gone by quite quickly, actually. I like this. I'm loving the Chili's dressing gown. It matches her mug. I love it.
No, it's a blanket. It's
blanket. Sorry, blanket. My apologies. It's Milan saying that she just tell him to fuck off, and that's the end of that. What about if you're attracted to him, Milan?
Well, then I wouldn't be with my man, would I?
Well, hang on. You're trying to tell me you can only be attracted to one person at a time?
No, that's not what she's saying.
No, but I mean, like, if me and the other guy had like that type of connection, obviously, I could find 100 guys attractive. Do you know what I mean? But if me and the guy have that connection, then I wouldn't be with my man, because who are you? Do you know what I mean? Like, stop trying to throw like eggs on what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I would tell the guy to fuck off. That's just it. That's just me, innit? Like, it is what it is.
That is the
But
end
I think as well, it's like, it's kind of a young person's mentality to be like, not even a young person, because I know older guys that are like that, but you know, like, they're just protective. Once they're with you, they're like, that is my woman, and that is my baby mum, and like, shut up. Like, you don't own me. And it's the same for girls. There were girls that's like, that's my man, that's my baby mum, and you can't touch him. Or do you know what I mean? Like, you don't own that person. If somebody else finds them attractive, then why are you stressing over and arguing with it and get into a fight about it? Then you're not gonna be with that person at the end of it anyway, but you just like wanted it just to say like, oh yeah, I fucked her up. Yeah, I ain't got time for that. That's all like a little girl thing. Do you get it?
It is 100%. And I personally, I would not want to sleep with somebody who slept with my friend. That's nasty. Like, why would I want to do
Because
that?
this is what people like to do. They like to ask questions about you and that. For what?
Yeah.
How was it? Like, what? Is he thinking about, like,
listen, women do that a lot. So you have to be careful. Don't be telling your friends, you know, if things are a bit, don't.
Trust me, it leans to the left a little bit, and it hit, because they're like, it leans what way, sorry? My way, okay.
She's imagining that. Do you get me? And when you were telling her, oh my God, me and my man did this, that, she's visualizing shit, yeah? And it makes her, especially with women, and I don't care, I will say it, with women, they want it. The more you tell them, the more they want it. Do you get me? So you just gotta think like that. You can't be giving out that information, just leave it. Leave it, yeah?
Everyone wants to brag these days. Everyone wants to fucking brag. Stop bragging, love. Just enjoy your life and keep it to your fucking self. Do you know what I mean?
Trust me, just walk out your house every day grinning bare teeth.
Why are you so happy?
Don't worry about it.
I slept good. That's what
I slept very good.
I was going to read the last couple of messages because we've got about 2 minutes left, so we've got to say our goodbyes. Big Risk says it's not different. It's just frowned upon more because of the high expectations that are held for women.
Big Risk.
So I'm saying K-Face, that's a good point. Respect. K-Face says 100%. Why would you want to have your mate's seconds? Sexy Mama Chanel P says exactly, Chidi, 100 several times over.
Hey, that's my auntie. She calls you on a first name basis and shit.
Charming, my God. No, stop.
Come on.
So on that, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, we are back next week, Wednesday at 10:30, with 2 more topics. Of course, we're going to have a serious topic and a fun topic. Thank you for those that got interactive. And again, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the video, leave a comment. Don't forget, if you're looking at Share, remember she's mine. And yeah.
I'm not yours, Sticky. You need to stop now.
So, out there.
It's getting out of hand.
So if
out of hand.
Here, she is
Cock blocking her. Always said there's a 10 p.m. curfew, so it's grab a man and grab a girl, innit? You're cock blocking her, so no one ain't gonna want to. She ain't got no one to cuddle with. Now it's 10 o'clock.
She's got me. She's got me. That's it. That's what, you know, she does.
I'm good, Franks. I'm good.
But guys,
well, there you go. Well, there you go.
We gotta go. That's it. Insta's off. It's really locked off. Until next week, guys. See you later.
The TruuuTalk podcast. Thank you, everybody. Like.